a show of support from NATO countries, with Ukraine's president preparing to speak to Congress tomorrow. His message for any country sitting on the sidelines.
Also under the knife, Quadrin Wilson is back in surgery tonight. His attorney says infected wounds have gotten worse.
And certainly not a discount double check. Aaron Rodgers cashes in on his return to the Packers. We've got the details on his colossal contract. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Leaders from several European countries will meet with Ukraine's president in Kiev today as fighting ramps up in the capital and other major cities.
Meanwhile, President Zielenski continues to appeal for Western support, which includes an address to the U.S. Congress tomorrow. Chris Wynn has the latest.
Kiev under attack. At least 4 buildings in residential areas were hit by Russian missiles Tuesday morning, killing at least 4 people, according to the mayor. New satellite images show widespread destruction across Ukraine as volunteers join the effort to fight.
For Ukrainians, it's natural to protect our independence because it's independence war. And plus, definitely, we are proud to protect democratic values and principles.
The head of UN's refugee agency saying more than 3 million people have fled Ukraine since the start of the Russian invasion last month. The UN says more than half of that total have fled to Poland.
We are slowly becoming overwhelmed, and that's why we make a plea for help from the international community.
The prime ministers of Poland, Slovenia, and the Czech Republic traveling to Kyiv Tuesday to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zielenski and the country's prime minister to offer their support.
This is not a time for countries to pretend like they can stay neutral on this particular conflict.
The head of NATO announcing leaders will convene for a summit next week to discuss possible next steps. Zielenski addressing the Canadian Parliament Tuesday ahead of his planned virtual meeting with Congress Wednesday.
They already killed 97 Ukrainian children. We are not asking for much. We're asking for justice, for real support, which will help us to prevail, to defend, to save life all of the world.
In Washington, I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
News 3 Now will air a CBS News special report on the Ukrainian president's virtual remarks to Congress live tomorrow morning beginning at 8 a.m. You can also watch a live stream on our website, channel3000.com. And President Biden will visit Brussels next week to speak with NATO and European leaders about the conflict.
A remarkable act of protest in Russia. An editor for a Russian state-owned media channel burst onto the nightly news shouting, "Stop the war." It's a courageous act in a country where there is zero tolerance for criticism of the war. Marina Ovsyannikova went on the set shouting, "Stop the war, no to war," before the broadcast quickly switched to a different report. She explained her actions in a video posted online before that demonstration.
What is happening now in Ukraine is a crime, and Russia is the aggressor country. The responsibility for that aggression lies on the conscience of only one man, and that man is Vladimir Putin.
A Russian human rights organization later said that she had been arrested. Earlier this month, the Kremlin passed a law that carries up to 15 years in prison for spreading any views on the military that it deems false. Russia pushing back on sanctions from foreign countries by imposing its own. Russia's foreign ministry announced sanctions on President Biden and other U.S. officials today. According to the statement, President Biden, Secretary of State Antony Blinken, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Mark Milley have all been added to a stop list. Russian officials say the sanctions are in response to the unprecedented sanctions put on the country and many wealthy oligarchs by the U.S.
Meanwhile, 3 local Culver's restaurants are stepping up to help people impacted by the war in Ukraine. The locations on Cottage Grove Road, Todd Drive, and in McFarland plan to donate 100% of today's profits to World Central Kitchen. WCK has already served 1 million meals to people in need in and around Ukraine.
Everyone's very appreciative that we're involved with this, and they're willing to donate, and a lot of people are saying they're coming here today because of the donation.
Other Culver's locations around the state are also participating in the cause. Just look for the Make Your Meal Matter signs if you would like to help. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is on the weather patio. Gary?
Well, it was a sunny, mild day today across southern Wisconsin, and tomorrow will be even warmer. As we take a look at visible cloud track, very little in the way of cloud cover anywhere across southern Wisconsin, and almost no precipitation across the upper Midwest. And that'll be the same again for tomorrow. tomorrow. Last night, temperatures were just a tad colder. They dropped into the upper 20s. Here in Madison, we dropped to 28 degrees. Janesville and Mineral Point stayed right at the freezing mark. And high temperatures so far have been in the lower to middle 50s. Janesville has topped out at 57 so far. It's been a little colder to the northeast up toward the Fox Valley. Temperatures there in the 40s. But you can see we're at our high temperature for the day here in Madison. And we may actually go a couple degrees higher before temperatures start to fall overnight. By tomorrow morning, those temperatures will drop off into the middle 30s. Look for an overnight low temperature of about 35 here in Madison with partly cloudy skies. And tomorrow should be unseasonably mild. Our high temperature will top out at 65 degrees. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that also includes some showers, especially as we head into the latter part of the week.
All right, Gary, thank you. For the second time since February 3rd, the police shooting on that day, Quadrin Wilson is in the hospital for surgery as we speak.
Now, the first time medical records shared by his attorney showed he'd been shot 5 times. We still don't know why state agents fired their weapons at that incident on Madison's east side. Naomi Coles is outside UW Hospital now with more. Naomi?
Wilson was in the Dane County Jail from February 4th when he was first discharged all the way through yesterday afternoon. Now, his attorney did tell me today that his medical care at the jail was as good as it could possibly be. Today, it's an infection with a cyst and possible fluid near his spine that has prompted this second surgery. Wilson's family has been pushing for him to be readmitted to the hospital since his arrest, despite the hospital clearing him for discharge that first time.
I've been told either if everything goes well and the infection subsides, he will be released from the hospital tomorrow or the next day. But they're going to have to shovel him full of antibiotics and make sure the infection is taken care of.
The Dane County Sheriff's Office is still investigating the incident where this all happened. And there's a lot of unanswered questions about why Wilson was targeted for arrest or why he was shot at all. Now, the attorney did also tell me this afternoon he's now been told this investigation could be wrapping up as soon as this week or next week. From there, it's going to be forwarded to the Dane County District Attorney's Office, where he will then decide whether to press charges against those officers or not.
Naomi Coles live tonight. Naomi, thank you.
A Madison man facing multiple assault charges stood mute in a court hearing today. 18-year-old DeMarcus Willingham is facing multiple charges for allegedly threatening and attempting to assault a woman at a Madison Quick Trip after police say he crawled under a bathroom stall. During today's hearing, the court entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. Willingham will be back in court next week. Madison police say a 14-year-old was ticketed for driving under the influence after a 2-vehicle crash sent multiple people to the hospital. Crews arrived on the scene on North 6th Street near East Johnson Street just before 10 o'clock last night. Police say the teen was driving at the time of the crash. A 16-year-old and a 27 and 38-year-old woman were also inside that vehicle. Officers say the car belonged to the 38-year-old and it was full of open intoxicants.
Governor Evers announced several funding initiatives for Wisconsin today. They will allow local law enforcement to foster a safer Milwaukee and include funds for courthouse operations and expedited and fair trials and mental health diversion and treatment programs. When the pandemic started, courts all over the state had to adjust, but the Milwaukee court soon built a significant backlog. These funds will help reduce that backlog.
You know, every Wisconsinite has a right to a fair and speedy trial, and these funds will help ensure that more cases can be heard so justice can be served.
This funding will also allow for 24-hour GPS monitoring for those ordered to be tracked while on bail, as well as formally establishing a Milwaukee County Mental Health Treatment Court. It'll help ensure individuals receive the support and services they need while lowering incarceration rates.
Right now, China is warning that that country's COVID outbreak is becoming harder to contain. Officials yesterday confirmed that more than 5,000 locally transmitted cases, the most in over 2 years. More than 20 provinces are now affected, and millions of people have been ordered into lockdown in China. That is the worst outbreak for the country since the pandemic began in March of 2020. New research has discovered COVID infections can cause hearing loss. SSM Health has noticed an increase in cases of sudden hearing loss over the past 2 years and believes it is connected to COVID. They found, as similar to other viral infections, COVID can affect the inner ear, causing sudden sensory neural hearing loss. Physicians also say it could take some time for your hearing to return.
There are some procedures that we can do here in the office with the ear, nose, and throat physicians that can help that response if it's taken care of in an appropriate time frame.
If you are experiencing hearing loss, SSM health officials suggest immediately seeking medical attention. They say the faster you get treatment, the higher your chances are of your hearing returning.
A week after announcing his return to Green Bay, we're now getting the details on Aaron Rodgers' new contract. According to NFL Network, Rodgers signing a 4-year extension. That deal guarantees the star quarterback over $150 million, $42 million this year. Rodgers' new contract lowers his cap number from $46 million to $28 million. That gives the Packers a chance to negotiate better deals for players like Devontae Adams, but the Packers still needed to work to get under the NFL salary cap. That deadline is Wednesday. That's technically the start of the new league year. The accolades keep on coming for Badger basketball star Johnny Davis. Big Ten Player of the Year was named First Team AP All-America today. Davis has proven himself as one of the best players in the country this season. 19.7 points, a little more than 8 rebounds per game. Wisconsin fans will need him to continue his All-American form on Friday in Milwaukee as they take on Colgate, first round of the NCAA tournament. Up next at 5, a step in the right direction.
How a new law signed by President Biden is helping victims of sexual assault. And suicide rates among active duty service members are on the rise in the U.S. military. How you can help those who are struggling, coming up later at 6.
And the Dow with a strong Tuesday, surging nearly 600 points. The NASDAQ jumps 367. S&P adds 89. And we'll be right back.
Wow, this is where you work now? Figured I deserved a more inspiring space. And with home values being up, I had a lot of equity. So I got a home equity line of credit from Summit, and voila, added a home office.
Took your business to the next level.
Hey, you two have been in your place for a couple years now. Any fun plans?
Well, we just finished a refi with Summit.
Really?
And the plan is to make a bunch of great memories.
We're gonna use the savings to get a camper.
Whatever your goals, Summit Credit Union can help you use your home's equity to go get them.
Dylan, how's that sofa you can't return from that big internet site?
Honestly, not that great.
Well, Slumberland can help. It's our biggest finance sales event of the year. Just $20 a month will get you a gorgeous sectional, a 3-piece bedroom group, when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years.
No way.
How about kicking back in this luxury leather power recliner for just $25 a month? And come to Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've reinvented mattress shopping.
Andrew Larson here, owner of Larson Home Services. My team is fired up. We've discovered a new replacement gutter system that sets the standard for performance, durability, and beauty. It's called Gutter Shutter, and it's guaranteed to never clog, sag, or pull away. It's 100% made in the USA. We'll show you why Gutter Shutter means you can stay off the ladder forever. Right now, get 75% off installation labor, free financing for 24 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your new Gutter Shutter system. Call now to set up your free estimate.
Family-owned Brothers Maine knows choosing appliances for a remodel or new build can be exciting and overwhelming. Our experienced staff has experienced it all as we've guided thousands of area families through appliance selection. Brothers Maine has a larger inventory and low-price deals that consistently beat competitors, including Big Box. You heard me, Big Box can't beat our prices. From sales to install, Brothers Maine does it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Tonight at 6, a Dane County inmate has reportedly been re-hospitalized, but no one knows why, even his attorney. News 3 Now is seeking some answers.
And it's back. Concerts on the Square is back. We have the dates and the list of artists coming to Madison. That's tonight at 6.
Cancer took the life of a beloved UW veterinary professor, but her spirit lives on.
The big word for Linda is compassion.
Charlotte Deleste looks at the legacy that continues to impact students, patients, and pets. Thursday on News 3 Now at 5:30. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The man accused of stabbing 2 employees inside the Museum of Modern Art in New York was arrested in Philadelphia. Authorities say Gary Cabana hopped over a counter at the museum and attacked a man and a woman with a knife on Saturday. The 2 victims are in stable condition. He was found last night sleeping on a bench at a Chinatown bus terminal in Philadelphia. The 60-year-old is also accused of setting fire to his hotel room in downtown Philly.
This individual is cooperating with police. He didn't put up a fight. He didn't resist. When police took him into custody, he came along with police voluntarily. So we're lucky in that respect.
No word yet on a motive for the museum incident, but police say Cabana was a regular at the museum and went there Saturday to watch a film. He was denied access as his membership had been revoked due to 2 previous disorderly conduct incidents. A years-long fight to get better access to care for rape victims is now law. Today, President Biden signed the Violence Against Women Act, which includes provisions of a bipartisan bill for victims of sexual assault.
Natalie Brand introduces us to a survivor who fought for national change.
I wanted to change the system. I saw a system that had failed me at every level, from the hospital to the police to the prosecutors.
Leah Griffin of Seattle has fought for change for survivors of sexual assault ever since her rape in 2014.
I went to the closest emergency room, told them what happened. They shrugged their shoulders and said, "We don't do rape kits here." Hours later, I was able to get a rape kit at a different hospital across the city, but the delay in care caused a catastrophic series of failures in my case, and I never got justice.
But now she's received justice of a different kind.
Thank you.
New law signed Tuesday develops national standards of care and a federal grant program incentivizing hospitals to train specialized nurses known as sexual assault forensic examiners.
My goal is that every hospital in this country, urban, rural, anywhere, will have someone who is trained as a sane nurse to be able to help a victim of sexual assault, be able to process the evidence that they need.
Washington Senator Patty Murray crafted the bipartisan legislation after hearing about Griffin's case and discovering the problem was widespread.
I was stunned at how many hospitals and healthcare providers did not have someone trained to be able to do this work.
The new bill will help uncover where gaps remain.
To finally see it across the finish line is the accomplishment of a lifetime.
With the ultimate goal of making sure what happened to Griffin doesn't happen to anyone else. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Alaska Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski co-sponsored the legislation. In some parts of her state, it actually requires a plane trip for sexual assault victims to receive the care they need. Some U.S. Capitol rioters apparently plan to occupy the Supreme Court on January 6th of 2021. Prosecutors discovered the written plan during the federal investigation of Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio. Today, a judge ordered Tarrio to stay in jail pending his trial on criminal conspiracy charges. He's accused of orchestrating Proud Boys members during the Capitol riots. Prosecutors say Tarrio received a 9-page document titled 1776 Returns just weeks before the riot that allegedly laid out a plan to infiltrate and occupy 6 congressional office buildings during the attack, along with the Supreme Court. It does not mention violence, but included a list of demands to end their supposed sit-in, like the request for a new election.
Let's get a check on your certified most accurate weather now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, not only were skies sunny today, there's hardly a drop of rain anywhere around Wisconsin. In fact, the only precipitation really showing up is some light snow north of Lake Superior, some light rain and snow north of Minnesota. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Look for an unseasonably mild day tomorrow. Temperatures will be about 20 degrees above average with a high in the mid-60s. But think about this. On this day 10 years ago, our high temperature hit 82. It was the earliest 80-degree high temperature we ever had in Madison, and it was one of 9 record high temperatures that we set over about a 2-week period. So it has been warmer than that. That's why we're not looking at record high temperatures right now. But still, temperatures above normal. And then some shower chances Thursday, especially Friday. There could be a mix north of Madison late Thursday night into Friday morning, and we could see a mix of rain and snow changing to some light snow before ending on Friday evening. And then mild weather returns as we head through the weekend into next week. Temperatures go from the 40s Friday to the lower 50s Saturday to near 60 by Sunday and Monday of next week with some showers in the Monday night, Tuesday time frame, and a few showers lingering into Wednesday. But temperatures for the most part will be at or above normal. And those days that are above normal, could be well above normal, including Sunday and Monday of next week. Of course, the mid-60s for tomorrow, and even Thursday, temperatures should still make the lower 50s. Temperatures right now, lower 50s here, upper 50s to lower 60s to our south, around 70 by the time you get down to St. Louis. Even the northern part of the Midwest, over the snow cover, temperatures are well into the 40s. Compared to the last 24 hours, you can see how those temperatures have been warming up, especially to our north and west, and that's a sign that we're going to be even milder tomorrow, because on Weather Track, the upper level winds now have flattened out. They're from the northwest right now, but they flatten out to the west of us, and that's that milder Pacific air that's been building. Now, there is a storm system in the Pacific Northwest bringing some rain and some mountain snows. Eventually, as that system moves eastward, we'll start to see some moisture from that toward the end of the week. But in the short term, there's the warm front that we're watching to our west. On the other side of that front, temperatures are even milder than they are here, and still, they're well into the 50s. Over the snow cover, temperatures mainly in the 40s. But as we take a look at future track, you can see skies stay partly cloudy for tonight. Those winds stay out of the south. Tomorrow, those winds pick up out of the south and southwest. Temperatures soar into the middle 60s. Here's the cold front. You can see that switch in the winds from the southwest to the northwest. That starts to arrive sometime later tomorrow night. And then as we head into Thursday, the winds are more out of the northwest. But still, the cloud cover on Wednesday night will keep temperatures up. There could be a shower by early on Thursday morning and a chance for some showers on Thursday. Temperatures, though, will still be in the lower 50s before we turn colder on Friday. For tomorrow, look for a high of 65 degrees, thanks to brisk south-southwesterly winds at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Partly sunny skies expected. Thursday, we drop back to 53, chance of showers. Better chances for rain on Friday. Again, there could be a mix north of Madison early on Friday morning, and then we could change over to some light snow before ending Friday night. Saturday, though, we're back up to 51. First day of spring Sunday, we're near 60. We'll be near 60 on Monday. Some shower chances, especially from Monday night into Tuesday. Temperatures will turn cooler for the end of next week. As we check out first warn traffic, here's the view of the Beltline at Gammon Road, just on the east side there. Traffic moving very slowly. There's been an incident. It looks like it's now been cleared away. Traffic might start to pick up in speed, but we've been seeing some slowdowns, at least right around Gammon Road. That drops speeds down to about 30 miles per hour. Also a little bit of a slowdown on the eastbound Beltline around Monona Drive. So traffic times on the eastbound Beltline, about 25 minutes from University Avenue to the interstate, 16 minutes back in the westbound direction. Heading out of Madison, no problems from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990. It's a quick 16 minutes from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12. Downtown to Sun Prairie is a 17-minute trip on East Washington Avenue and US 151. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Thank you, Gary. Next at 5, bringing awareness to the gender pay gap in the U.S. How one state hopes to finally pass legislation to protect women's rights. That's coming up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Vitense Golfland offers a free Top Tracer golf range experience. Obtain valuable shot information with warm-up, track your shot history with My Practice, play virtual golf, long drive, points game, go fish. Only at Vitense Golfland.
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for Botox. Ask your doctor about Botox today.
Has the winter taken a toll on your roof? Call Feldco today and get free installation on your roofing project. Plus, no interest until 2023.
Ah, fresh coffee. Hurry, free installation and soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
My daughter has type 2 diabetes, and lately, I've seen this change in her.
Once weekly Trulicity is proven to help lower A1C. It lowers blood sugar from the first dose, and you could lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
At Vanguard, you're more than just an investor. You're an owner. With access to financial advice, tools, and a personalized plan that helps you build a future for those you love. Vanguard. Become an owner.
Vitense Golfland offers 2 golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play great golf courses with unmatched viewing clarity. Play different sports, such as football and soccer. Have fun with Zombie Ball. Vitense Golfland provides simulator fun for everyone.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Today is Equal Pay Day, raising awareness about the gender pay gap. In 2020, the average woman earned about 83 cents for every dollar earned by a male colleague for the same work.
The only state without some equal pay protections is Mississippi, but this month, lawmakers hope to change that. Danya Backus takes a look.
It's past time.
It's still not easy for Dr. Laverne Gentry to talk about her fight for equal pay.
I need to get my tissue because it might even get emotional.
She was a professor at Jackson State University in Mississippi when she noticed the discrimination.
I knew that there were males who started with me and even some who started after me who were making significant more.
With no state equal pay protections in Mississippi, Dr. Gentry filed a federal lawsuit against the university, and she won. That was in 2009. Now, more than a decade later, Mississippi still has no equal pay law, leaving no state legal recourse for employees being paid less for the same work based on sex.
It's time that we have an equal pay statute here in our law books.
Mississippi Representative Angela Cockerham is the author of House Bill 770, one of 2 the state legislature is considering.
I think that it will be so beneficial to so many citizens and residents here in the state of Mississippi.
But not everyone agrees.
Both of these bills will do harm.
Cassandra Welchland is the executive director of the Mississippi Black Women's Roundtable. She says the bills do not protect women of color or against retaliation and allow employers to use past wages as a reason for paying unfair salaries.
Mississippi has to pass a good equal pay law, not just an equal pay law.
Gentry will be watching.
Let's go ahead and get it right.
She's hoping legislation will move women in the state a step closer to equal pay. Danya Backus, CBS News.
Mississippi Representative Angela Cockerham says she hopes the legislature will pass an equal pay bill by the time the session ends on April 1st. A final check of your First Warn forecast with Gary when we return.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast, News 3 Now at 5.
Upgrade any space and maximize storage with great closet system solutions at Menards. Designer's Image wooden closet systems are great for hanging clothes and storing accessories in closets or entryway rooms. Or make your storage your own with Decoded Closet's great selection of custom sizes and styles to match your specific needs. Save 11% on all Decoded Closets and Designer's Image wooden closet systems. Right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, restoring normal and natural functionality where it counts most. Call now and receive an ultrasound. Your initial consultation all for free. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
I never would have thought that Ron Johnson would have ever been somebody that I can say is family. I remember thinking, wow, he actually came here, but he actually took the time to step in the door and support my husband in a program, in a vision, in a dream. It was like their visions of helping the people were all one glue. And when the 2 of them got together, they developed a program called the Joseph Project.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best. But sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
As you remodel, don't toss your cabinets and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Give your items a second life while proceeds build Habitat for Humanity homes. Donate today. Habitat Restore, Dane County.
What does the Larson experience mean? It means when you entrust us with your gutter or roof project, we'll treat you like a member of our team from start to finish. Hi, Andrew Larson here, owner of Larson Home Services. It's always been important to me to provide service that can't be beat. Over the past 10 years, we've worked with thousands of families in the community, and we make sure they're always in the loop from the moment we start the project until well after the project is done. We want you to brag about us. It's our goal, the Larson experience. My team has discovered a new product we're really excited about, Gutter Shutter. It's the strongest and most effective gutter system on the market, guaranteed to never clog, sag, or pull away. With the largest downspouts, stronger aluminum, and it's made in the USA. We'll show you why Gutter Shutter means you can stay off your ladder forever. Right now, get 75% off installation labor, free financing for 24 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your new gutter system. Call now to set up your free estimate.
Gary, it felt nice out today in that sunshine.
Tomorrow will be even nicer. There's the live view from the Wisc-Tv Skycam. Skies are sunny. Temperatures are mild, 52 right now in Madison. Even in the northeast, temperatures are in the 40s close to Lake Michigan, but in the mid to upper 50s over southwestern Wisconsin. Look for a low of about 35. High tomorrow, 65. Then temperatures come back down with some rain shower chances Thursday and Friday. Maybe mix a little snow Friday night before ending. Temperatures will warm up over the weekend. Some rain early next week.
All right, we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. The CBS Evening News is next.